So the women who he used and manipulated with his narcissism and egotism, they deserve to have justice. These are not the Cassie women. These are not the women who participated in entertainment, professional acts of grooming and dominance in order to please him. These are women who he may have dated, who he may have influenced, who he may have helped, that were not in the entertainment field, that were in his personal life, that feared him and didn't want to come forward. So just by Cassie coming forward, it allowed those women to come forward because they were on a deeper level of abuse and manipulation. Cassie was on a mainstream level. She signed up for this stuff. She knew what was going on. She was an entertainer. And that is how I feel about him as a person. When it comes to him as an artist, I think his artistry is trash. He is a terrible artist. He doesn't know how to write lyrics. He has no personal story to really build his music from. He takes from producers and artists, lyricists, dancers, and he uses their energy to build himself up, to tear them down in order to use them to produce what he needs to be himself. So even within his own name, he's not even who he says he is because he cannot carry that weight by himself. He needs the people around him to feed him this energy, to build him up. And then he disposes of them. He's done it several times over and over again with nameless artists that he has used to build his career, and then they haven't even been compensated. And you're telling me this is one man that's gotten caught? And there are dozens of P. Diddy, Sean Combs personalities out there in the entertainment industry that have yet to be caught. And not to change the subject, but this reminds me of certain wealthy politicians whom, if I may, do use their power to shovel around the quote-unquote little people, like their wives, their family members, their employees, who they refuse to pay. Even their children become pawns in their scheme of ultimate dominance. It's like a sick cycle of Pinky in the Brain on pink cocaine. And us, the public, get a front view seat of this because for some reason, the media, the news outlets, and every journalist thinks it's important that we know the deep, dirty secrets behind the artists who they shove down our throats. The producers, like Suge Knight and all the other infamous people who terrorize artists who just want to sing. And I say this as an artist. If you truly want to create your art, do it. You now have a cell phone. You don't need this big stage with hundreds of thousands of people who are fawning over your every move when really you aren't even that good of a person, probably. Let's just be frank. We all have bones in our closet. So no artist or producer deserves to be celebritized or idolized over another person, especially not somebody like P. Diddy or Beyonce or Jay-Z or any other infamous character that uses their power to tear down artists instead of building people up and giving them pedestals and teaching them that grace is the real power. It's sad how money and publicity exploits these monsters, and us, the quote-unquote little people, have nothing that we can do about it. P. Diddy is trash. Cassie is not that far from it. I don't feel sorry for her because she invited that devil into her life. She wanted those things to happen to her so that she could achieve a certain lifestyle. And when that didn't happen for her, she jumped ship. The entertainment industry seems to be quite a hot